The young left mid Jens Petter Hauge, after spending a season with Milan without a ton of game time or anything overly consistent, looks like he could be on the move to Eintracht Frankfurt with a move for around 10 million this summer. But it's a bit of a weird signing for Eintracht Frankfurt, who usually play a three at the back with their left mid slash left wing back being Kostic, and he is a much better two-way guy than Hauge is, and so I don't see him taking that spot. They also have a lot of depth at their cam positions where Hauge could also play, and so it is a signing that maybe they're looking towards the future, but it definitely isn't one that would make an immediate impact for Eintracht Frankfurt. But I will give it off to Lane here to give his thoughts on a potential move of Hauge to Eintracht Frankfurt.
For me, I find it being a very interesting and odd transfer. I don't understand why Frankfurt would need him. Eintracht Frankfurt, like you said, have enough depth at those positions that Hauge actually already plays at. Hauge can play at those two positions, but Kostic is just levels above him already. And same with Unes, the German cam. But I just don't understand why Eintracht Frankfurt would be making this move. Like you said, maybe they're looking for the future. Obviously, a 21-year-old Hauge is obviously an incredibly talented and lots of potential in this player. But for me, I don't know why AC Milan are willing to flip him already. Understand they have lots of players there. They need to clear some wage bills. But I think they should keep him maybe for a couple of years still. I think he's still got a lot of potential. Give him some more consistent game time. Play him off the bench more. Only having 532 minutes in 18 games doesn't give him much chance to really get some consistency or run a form going. When he did get consistency in the Europa League, he had five games, 3 goals, and an assist. Showed his skill, his talent, and what he has. He's a great dribbler on the ball. He can score some fantastic goals. His passing is very good for his age. And Erling Haaland rates him as a Norwegian himself. So I just don't understand what AC Milan's doing here and what Frankfurt's doing. I think you could find a better team for Jens Peter Hauge to go to. So it's a very interesting transfer from both sides of the pendulum.
Yeah, it's very interesting from Frankfurt. Of course, Kostic is miles above him, and as you mentioned, they have Yunez and also the Japanese young star in Kamada and there at Cam. They just have a lot of quality there already. They already have a young player in Kamada, so they already have that young guy for their future if that's what they want. So it doesn't make a ton of sense for them from an immediate standpoint, although 10 million for him from a long-term standpoint from your third guy for depth at multiple positions. I can understand it from them, given that it is going to be a very good price. For Milan, it's interesting. They obviously are interested in getting rid of some players to reduce the wage bill. I know Conte's been talked about leaving, Caldera, amongst a few others. But with that being said, he still is a very good young talent. He has a lot of room to grow. He's shown flashes of a lot of brilliance. I think a loan move for him would make a lot more sense than a transfer. Like keeping him in Milan, they can have him under their books for future years if he does improve. He can actually go somewhere where he can get some consistent playing time, get a good run of form, and show his abilities. And then give him a year or two, and maybe he gets to that level for Milan, and he becomes a little bit more of a consistent impact player in that Milan side. But as of right now, he's just not going to get that there. So I think a loan move would make a lot more sense here, but it seems to be that a permanent seems to be the way they're going to go. And Frankfurt being interested is weird, but you can't necessarily blame them for picking up a good young player like this for the price that they're going to get him at around 10 million.
Yeah, I think if you're looking for a loan move or even a different team to transfer him to, I would look at the Premier League. You've seen other Norwegians do very good there, Solskjaer, or even following the footsteps of Martin Odegaard, who he probably looks up to in that exact same positions he plays. And Odegaard did fantastically well in the Premier League last year for Arsenal, having a great loan stint there. I think if you send Haug there, you could easily fit into an Aston Villa setup. The likes of many other teams, West Ham could replace Jesse Lingard, would be a perfect suitability there. Great passer, great dribbler, can finish. So I think there's a lot of other places How could leave to. I just don't understand why Frankfurt's the team. They have all those positions sorted. They got a good young team, and they got a good future at Frankfurt. And I just don't understand why Howard would want to fit in at Frankfurt and try to work his way into that team.
It's certainly a weird fit. Maybe another team will become interested in Hauge or a loan option will come up. But as of right now, that seems to be the way that the transfer talks with Hauge are going. We will be sure to keep you guys up to date if anything does change. Let us know down in the comment section down below where you think Jens Petter Hauge will end up this summer, if he will stay at Milan or will work towards a move out of Milan. If you guys did enjoy the video, feel free to leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel if you are new, as we'll be continuing to keep you up to date on all of the transfer news in this summer window. And we will also be doing season preview videos for all the Premier League squads in the league We'll be continuing to do that over the next couple of weeks as the Premier League season approaches. So if that's something you're interested in, then be sure to stay tuned to the channel and hit that subscribe button down below. With that being said, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you guys in the next one.